Hi there, and welcome to another episode of the TriJake Truth. My name is Jake, and I'll be your host today. We have much to talk about, and we hope to get it all in. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about running, outdoor running, especially in the wintertime. Up here in New England it can get pretty cold, and a lot of times there's some black ice, snow, sleet, plows, snow blowers, all different kinds of things can get into your way. And I have a few little ideas that I want to talk about, and hopefully you can continue to maintain your fitness level without losing any ground come your spring races. So the first thing I'm going to talk about actually has nothing to do with running outside. There are several indoor exercises that one can perform that will enhance their running performance in the springtime. Later on in the show, I'm going to actually take you through some of these exercises, and you're going to be able to see actually what it is that I'm talking about. But for right now, we'll just keep it conversation friendly. So the first exercise that I want to talk about, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with a lunge, and what we are going to do is incorporate a sort of jump to this lunge. But it's not a traditional lunge jump, in that traditional lunge jump is one where you go up and down and there's an emphasis on height. This is more of a low to the ground lunge jump where you're just doing a quick scissor kick with your feet. So that is going to be something that we're going to talk about and show you later on. Another exercise which is absolutely wonderful is a squat jump, which we will show you later on. Some of you already know how to do that, but we are going to incorporate a little TriJake technique that is going to help isolate, although not 100%, either leg, and really work on core and balance strength while you do that exercise. And the third exercise is known as an ice skater or a single leg squat on the lateral plane, going to the left and to the right. These are three exercises that are absolutely wonderful for indoor activity to help you, the runner who prefers to be outside, exercise your body and your running muscles safely throughout the winter time. A couple other things that I like to remind folks is maybe when there's a lot of snow on the ground and the plows are going around, it's a good time for you to explore alternate routes. Other little running tips for you when the weather is cold and icy would be, first of all, very clear on this, you're not going to get your personal record on your 10-mile training run in the middle of an ice storm. So don't worry about how long it is that it's taking you to run your splits. Take it easy, take your time, and step mindfully. A good example that I learned on the football field in muddy conditions is to keep your knees high. If you have your knees coming up high, it's a good training technique, but it's also safer because your feet will be coming down onto the ground and you will have a better angle to maneuver left and right on slippery surfaces. Another technique that I always practice is around corners. Make sure that you slow down almost to a stop and then make the corner. There is no sense in you losing the feet underneath you and going into a very dangerous tubular roll over to the side, and Lord knows where you could end up there. So take your time, take it easy on the corners, and remember the last tip I have has to do with snow plows. Those snow plows are providing a public service first and foremost, and without them we wouldn't be able to get out and do the things that we love doing. But also remember that when it comes to an intersection or a straightaway or a one-way street, a 3-ton snow plow has the right-of-way. I understand that we like to think that nothing can get in the way of us and our minutes per mile, but that's just not the case. It's good that we do our due diligence to let those workers do their work, not only to let them keep plowing, but also to allow us to keep running. So those are some tips, and I'm looking forward to sharing some exercises with you later on in the show.